Okay, so this is video 2 for assignment 7. The last point we just ran short of time setting up our sum for amount payable, and obviously I can copy that and fill that down. Now, that's the spreadsheet done and sort of dusted. However, what we want to do is have a look at improved design techniques. And in the last couple of classes we introduced what's called absolute cells. And the idea of an absolute cell is that this version here, this is poor design, 55555, all this down here. So what we need to do is we need to improve it. So I'm going to put unit cost up here. I only have to type it in once. And in a way, now the formulas are going to go wonky on me. In a way, I can now delete that column. So what I'm going to do is delete it. So this is the improved version, we hope. There's my formulas have gone wonky. I'm just going to save this as the copy to improved. So again, that's not a big deal. Now, so back to working out the copies cost. Well, the copies cost is the copies made, and again the formula is the same, multiplied by the unit cost, which is here. So that means I want to put in B2. However, when I copy, I don't want B2 to change. So to make sure it always looks at B2, I need to insert an absolute cell. If I hold down and press F4, I put a dollar sign in front and behind, and now the formula starts to correct itself. Also, the service charge is poor design. Again, it's quite wasteful. So again, we would put that up here. So it would help if I could spell, which I can't. And I'm going to put my 30 there. So that means I can get rid of it here. And again, the formula, the whole flat file is getting smaller. My formulas may self-adjust here again. So the service charge is clearly identifiable, which is what we want to see. However, it's not part of the bill. So I have to change my bill total. So the bill total this time is equals, bracket, it's the cost of the copies, which is fair enough, plus the service charge. And again, it's not just the service charge, it's that only look at that cell. So I need to F4, put in my dollar signs, so the computer will only ever look at that cell. And that means when I copy this down, if I click down here, it still says B3, still says B3. And that's what the dollar sign says. Only look at B3. If I go back and look at my VAT, well, VAT changes as well. So I'm actually going to put VAT here. I'm going to put it in as 0.23. And to make it look like a VAT percentage sign, I put percentage. You'll notice that it says 23%. If I type 23 here and press enter, no, same thing happens. That's 23%, but actually we want to put in, it's handy to divide, oh, it's got mad on me now, 0.23. So that's my 23% VAT. So that's this formula here. So again, rather than multiplying it by 23, and again, you're sort of going, well, why are you going through all this? Well, this is probably a better example. Let's say the budget, up-and-coming budget, the government decide to change VAT to 20%. Well, that means you have to ring your customer, explain to them how to get into a formula and change this manually to 20%. This is a very risky and very extremely poor design. Whereas what we need to do is build in an automation. So the automation is rather than typing in the calculation, I'm actually going to put in the cell reference, which is there. And again, only that cell reference. So I want to F4 it there. And if I press enter and copy it down, it now says B4, B4, B4. And where's B4? That's it there. Now, unlike previously, if I want to change the VAT to 15, I just have to type it in here and everything changes. If I want to change it back to 20, and everything changes. This is a much smoother and better form of design. This form is pretty much the same, and if I wanted to total everything up, obviously we would do it that way. So again, absolute cell address, these are the input areas, these are the close. Now, in previous times we spoke about improved designs as such, and then in terms of this, what I would do if this was my project work for me, as this is an input, these two are inputs, they've not to be protected. So what we would do is I could block these two sections off. In terms of protection, go to format cells. Hello. Go to protection. I'm going to say don't lock, don't hide, and click OK. And then I can protect everything else. So again, format cells, I'm going to say protect and hide, and the company titles here so people can't delete them. And again, format cells, protect, we don't want to hide them, and I was a bit over eager as well. We don't want to hide those headings either. So I'll cancel what I've just done, because we don't want to hide them either. And then obviously then to protect the sheet, we go to, which I can never remember which one it is, the layout, it's one of these, view, protect sheet. Again, don't use a password, just protect it. Now the sheet's protected, so I can still change my VAT if I want to. Everything changes, that's good. I can also change in the numbers. However, if I try and delete or accidentally delete a formula, it's protected. Anyway, improved design for number 7 using absolute cell address. Thank you.